What's going on, everybody? It's Chaz with Homegrown How To. Welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to be reviewing a stainless steel garden hose. Now the company that makes this garden hose is called Uniwars or something like that. Uniwars. I'm going to link this down in the description below. It'll be an Amazon link, so be sure to check that out. This is the box of the garden hose that I will be using today. Again, it is stated as stainless steel. As a comparison, this is a 50-foot box, and the box is, it's bigger than my hand, but really not a ton bigger. It is claimed to be kink-proof, puncture-proof, tear and crack-proof, so on and so forth. So let's check this out, kind of give a first impression on this thing. I've never used a stainless steel garden hose before, but kind of interested to check this out. So breaking into the box here, comes with its own little water thing, although that does seem completely made of plastic. I don't know how well that's going to hold up, but we'll check it out. First impression with this thing, it's pretty light in comparison to most 50-foot hoses. It is a lot thinner than your average hose. Now this material is definitely stainless steel, but it reminds me more of a shower, like the handheld shower sprayers, the little hoses that connect to those. It's kind of what that reminds me of. Anyway, let's go ahead, hook this thing up, test it out. So again, there's my traditional garden hose versus the metal one. It's quite a bit smaller, more compact, so that's something I like about this. Be easier, hopefully, to kind of move around the yard, and also to coil up. So I'm going to hook my Aquor hose end connector. If you haven't checked out the Aquor system, I've got a couple of install videos and some shorts. I'll drop the links to those in the description below as well. But basically this just turns into the Aquor system. It's different than a traditional hose bib. Kind of cool. Then I'll go ahead and connect the stock sprayer that came with that. We'll test it out. Alright, I'm going to walk out with the hose now and just kind of see how it unwinds. Another good thing, they claim not to kink. You really can't kink these hoses, so that's a good thing. It always sucks when you're trying to water something and your hose gets kinked and you have to walk back. If you're interested in this little nozzle, it's got 10 total different spray patterns. Here's half vert, center, full, flat, shower, cone, jet, soaker, angle, mist, and back to half vert.
So the small area that I'm actually watering is my turf mend area. Turf mend is a mix of compost and grass seed, as well as other nutrients that helps promote healthy grass growing.
And just like in all my other review videos, I do give honest opinion, and I make sure the companies know that before I test out their products. Again, so far the sprayer's doing okay. It's doing a good job, but it's, like I said, it's just plastic, cheap little plastic. I'll keep it around for a while and just kind of see how it holds up. But the hose seems pretty durable and actually easier to use than a traditional hose, which I'm kind of surprised about. I didn't think I'd like it as much. One thing I am worried about is if this hose is going to get too hot in the hot sun and potentially cause burns or something like that. So that's something to be seen.
Here I'm just winding up the hose to see how compact I can get that. As you can see right off the bat, it is quite a bit more compact than rolling up a traditional garden hose. One other thing that I really like about this hose that's kind of hard to capture on camera is the fact that it doesn't have any sort of memory. With the traditional garden hose, if it is pretty cool outside or has not been sitting in the sun, the hose will hold its shape essentially, and this is basically what causes the hoses to kink.
I've got to go water my boxes over there and the raspberries over in the corner, so I'm going to go ahead and do that with this.
So I've actually been using this hose for about 2 weeks now, and I have to say this has been my go-to hose for my backyard. I've got the awesome hose reel that I use in the front yard, but I honestly have not even touched my traditional garden hose in the back. So up to this point, I honestly don't have any negatives to say about this garden hose. I am still concerned about the potential of this getting too hot to touch in the summer months. I would hate for the kids to touch this and potentially burn themselves. So if this is the case, I'm going to end up pulling this in for the summer months.
Now remember, I do have the links to this hose down in the description below, as well as those other videos that I talked about earlier. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you found this helpful. We'll see you in the next video.